What's up, you guys? Heavy Metal 95 here. Once again, we have finally got a manga reading vlog video in the past month. We haven't done in for the first time in quite a while, actually, because I have been busy with a lot of things as well. So before we dive into this brand new manga reading vlog video, which we have never done, for the first time in quite a while, actually, because, so in case y'all don't notice as well, because I just wanted to start it up for this to come by to that as well. And yep, because I just wanted to come by on doing a video like this, because so my transit, as you guys all haven't heard, if you ever been watching the channel, I've been literally getting into the Blu-ray now, especially from film and cinema in general, because I've been literally getting into Blu-ray now. And I'm also getting into from world cinema, including spaghetti westerns, Italian giallo films, as well as some action comedy films, especially from the works of Terrence Hill and Bud Spencer movies, including their spaghetti western comedies like They Call Me Trinity and Trinity Is Still My Name. And I'm also getting into Ralph Bakshi films from the 70s and 80s, you get the picture of what I mean as well. And also, I've been literally getting into movies that are presented in THX certified, especially for film and cinema in general, on DVD as well. And I'm also getting into my transitions to these days on reviewing episodes from Hell of a Boss as well, in case you all don't know as well. Just like how I did my first impressions type review on Has Been Hotel as well, because I've watched only 6 episodes. And I'm also getting into album reviews from my favorite heavy metal bands, and also Battle Jacket update videos, because I've been literally getting into buying patches of my favorite heavy metal bands from local record stores as well, in case y'all don't know as well. And there's going to be a lot more other surprises as well, so I'll tell you more about it after I show you what I read. Okay, so the first ones I'm going to show you what I got as well, and those are the ones as well, because that I have right here, I picked from my manga collection. We're going to be showcasing of what these are the ones that I have recently read by far as of this month of this year as well, because we're just going to get yourselves a little catered in as well. So let's begin. The first one here I'm going to read that I have read recently, though, and this is the first time I want to read this manga for this brand new video, even though I don't normally do that much manga reading vlog videos, but this is something new I have right here. This one I have right here, and that is The Prince of Tennis, Volume 2. However, because this explains about Ryoma Echizen has been enrolling at Seishun Academy after spending several years in the U.S., which is in the United States of America, after he won 4 consecutive U.S. junior tournaments. Especially for his confidence, raises the hackles for the few older students on the tennis team. Whenever they challenge him to the game, none of them have come close to his skill to play. Especially for a series like The Prince of Tennis as well. Although, because I have recently read this one, because I thought The Prince of Tennis is very good. Because this is from manga artist Takeshi Konomi as well, in case if you all don't know. I'm just really get to the curiosity how I've been wanting to read this manga as well. Another manga I have been recently rereading for the first time. Pretty soon I will be rereading this manga soon as a favorite. Ranma 1/2 Volume 22. Yeah, this is the very first time, because however there's some chapters, they're a lot more different than in the original manga, though, because I just wanted to come across for this as well, because this is where Ranma's nemesis named Herb, who is the legendary Musk dynasty, who is part of a Chinese warrior tribe with the powers of animals, along with his companions, Lime and Mint, have arrived in Japan when they search for a particular treasure, which they had to go through Ranma and as well as Moose and Ryoga in that one, because however this chapter was only manga only chapter, more different than the anime though, but I thought the manga's very new because I just wanted to come by for reading this particular Rumiko Takahashi classic manga though, because this is all interesting for this as well, to give you a word for this on that as well. And another manga I have recently reread I have right here. For the very first time, I just wanted to pick this one that I got right here. Rurouni Kenshin Volume 13. This how it starts in the Great Kyoto Fire, how this happened when Kenshin and the others consider on their next move, as the Oni Wabanshu had became these allies for the first time, when especially with their leader Shinomori Aoshi, who wasn't. Kenshin has been claiming the only one who could bring peace to the former Okashira, who is the head of the Kyoto-based spy group with this somewhere in Kyoto. Makoto Shishio made his plans for Kenshin and the others, involving man-to-man deathmatch style from in the beginning as well. However, this explains all happened in the Kyoto arc in this manga, because I didn't know this could get very darker, especially in the death match between Kenshin and Makoto Shishio in that one, because I just wanted to gather it up for this, because this is how I want to come across for this accordingly, in case if you want to wonder to this as well. Another one I also recently read as well for the first time, The Prince of Tennis Volume 26. However, this all happened during the Kanto tournament finals, having to these last two matches between Seishun and Rikai into a fierce battle for the dominance, as how their match reaches to its final showdown between Ryoma versus the Emperor Genichiro Sanada in that one, because these are down to these tournament finals when it comes to tennis tournament finals in that one, how this goes in Prince of Tennis, because to me, I thought this is all interesting when it comes to sports manga as well, in case you wondered, because I just wanted to gather it up for this as well. That just got to my case as well. Another manga series I have recently read right here, and, well, this is getting very good, though. And that is the one that I have right here. Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 12. This is the first time I wanted to read this one, because I heard good things about Jujutsu Kaisen, because this is all getting good, because especially if you ever want to come by for a manga series like this as well, because I just want, although there is the anime adaptation, but I do want to check out the manga, because I heard good things about the manga though, because I have been recently read the manga. I mean, if you just read the manga when the anime was made, it's like, it's sort of kind of like getting into your thing for this as well, because it's like you want to expect to figure out a way as well of how I want to gather it up to having these certain moments as well for a series like this as well. Another volume I had just recently read right here, and this is the first time I wanted to read this one I have right there from my manga collection also as well. Speaking of another volume I just read, The Prince of Tennis Volume 27. in the very last shot of how this goes on in this manga, during the Kanto tournament reaching to its conclusion, on when they where Ryoma and Genichiro Sanada were locked in the furious contest of their strength, skill, and willpower, if he could have ever find a way to contain the tremendous power of Genichiro's Furin Kazan shot, or if Genichiro would lead Rikai to another victory, of how this is going on in Prince of Tennis as well, because I just wanted to find something very interesting for the fact, because this is how I wanted to come by for a manga like this. I have never seen the anime, but I thought the manga is very new for me, because this all has gathered up as a manga reader in general, because I just wanted to come by to read a certain series on the manga as well. Another manga I have right here, I have also recently reread for the first time, Rurouni Kenshin Volume 21. However, this goes on because there are some certain ways as well, because during the Meiji Gumret as well, because there's some new chapters on here that have been adapted into like the OVA. Like, say for example, like how there's different chapters as well. I mean, they're a lot very common and a lot more different than the anime, though, because I thought the manga is all new for me, though, because I just wanted to check this out as well. Yeah, that's the one. I mean, this was after the Kyoto arc as well. Or is it maybe during the Kyoto arc, or something like that? Because I just wanted to reread the manga as well. However, there are some different characters as well. Like in chapter 184, which is the fireworks chapter in volume 21 of Rurouni Kenshin. And however, there's some different characters that were never appeared in the anime, but they only belong in the manga as well, because, well, true thing is, just considering the following for how this, like, such as the Armstrong canon in this manga, like this one, because I didn't know that there's some different characters as well. However, there is also the origins of how, including Tomoe in the original, in this chapter as well. How even though that this was been the chapter moments between Tomoe and Kenshin Himura in the chapters in this manga, I think this was also adapted to Samurai X Trust and Betrayal OVA, because although I have watched Samurai X Trust and Betrayal, but I thought this chapter in this volume has got me to my curiosity in this as well, because this led to the case as well, because I just wanted to gather it up for this to my curiosity for a chapter that have been adapted as well. Another manga I have right here, well, I had to read this one. This has got to this. Yu Yu Hakusho Volume 19. I had to reread this manga because this is all the tournament deciding of who's the ruler of the demon plane to its final rounds between Yusuke Urameshi and as well as Kuwabara, Kurama, and Hiei are up to in this one as well. If they ever lose up to the ends to tie up, making sure these denizens of the underworld have to far out of how everyone heads out to the countrysides, if they could hear a final message from Genkai in this one. However, this manga has like 23 pages of character art that were also included in the manga version, because although I have seen the anime, but I thought the manga has some character art, which is interesting because that's very cool. There's some character art in that one, because I didn't know that this manga has character art. Well, that's very interesting, because this is the first time I wanted to come across for a manga series like Yu Yu Hakusho, because this is very new. Because I just got to the whole point as well, because even though Yu Yu Hakusho only lasted about 19 volumes, I wouldn't be surprised if this could have ever got the omnibus edition, like if they ever do, or if they would do in like these Viz Big edition, where they take like 3 volumes to change your reading perspective, certain thing as well, for a good proper treatment, manga reading perspective treatment. Another manga I've also reread for the first time, Rurouni Kenshin Volume 26. I had to reread the manga though, because I just had to explain for this as well. However, there's different chapters in this, like between the street brawler and a ex-Seiko army cadet. For Sanosuke couldn't stand its hypocritical loudmouth braggarts who talk if they ever are incapable of walking the walk, of how he could find himself off in the middle of the unmentionable squabble between the old man and the local Yakuza in this chapter. When Sanosuke returns to the old fight merchant ways, if he could agree to some hand-to-hand fight for pay, if the old man is hired to tangle with his might to the strongest in this one. However, this manga is very different than the anime TV series, because there's some different chapters as well, because this is very original as well, because although this is all has garnered up to this as well, because I just wanted to come across to reread the original manga, because at least I heard good things about the original manga. I will reread the rest of the series when I can read at one point. Another manga I have also reread for the first time as well, Ranma 1/2 Volume 25. I have got right here. I mean, how this goes on between some social order changes for those alter egos as well, fusing between Ranma and Akane's teacher named Miss Hinako falling in love with Akane's father, Son Tendo, who is in the Tendo Dojo. Shampoo's suitor, Moose, discovered a magical mask that could turning every victim into a weepy, humiliated wreck, which this targeting towards Ranma. And this also has the magical swimsuit turning Ranma into the girl desperate for approval. And this also including where Ranma, as well as Ryoga and Ukyo, discovering a haunted cave where couples are broken up by these resident vengeful ghosts as well, to their ghostly hour in that one, because however, this is very new as well. Some of them have been adapted. Some of the chapters in the manga have been adapted to the anime OVA, but some of them weren't. But they could be original chapters for the original manga source material for a series like Ranma 1/2, because I just wanted to come across for the original manga like Ranma 1/2. That's why. And another manga I have read right here. Well, this is getting very good, and this is by far one of my favorite samurai manga series that I loved to death so far. Blade of the Immortal. On Silent Wings, this is particularly how this goes on, for how this is all what happens past in this manga like Blade of the Immortal. For a skilled samurai like Manji in feudal Japan, who is immortal, condemning to life in combat when he spills the blood of thousands of evil men. When his eternal life coming to need for the eternal living, if he works as a bodyguard for Rin, who is seeking personally to avenge the death of her father at the hands of the Japanese deadliest swordsman in all of Japan. As well for Anatsu Kage Hisa, has been basically contributing on Manji's instruction, on her own burning thirst for retribution. If Rin could ever stand against such powerful, ruthless advisory, especially for her quest to kill Anatsu, if she ever risked becoming more like him, this all has happened in this manga like Blade of the Immortal as well. Because although this is the first time I wanted to check out a manga like Blade of the Immortal, because to me, Blade of the Immortal is one of my new favorite manga series, because I can put this on the side with Vagabond and Lone Wolf and Cub and Samurai Executioner, because this is all new for me for a manga series like Blade of the Immortal, because this manga has redefined me as a manga reader, in case if you all wonder. Another manga series I have right here, and this is from Yu Watase, who is the creator of Fushigi Yugi, The Mysterious Play, Sirius Celestial Legend, Volume 5, Mikage. In this volume of the manga, the grandfather Mikage is basically head of the extended Mikage family, as he was the leader of the multinational conglomerate. As for Mikage International, his family maintaining great power with the wealth under his strict rule, creating a regime founded on a belief on supernatural magic and ritual murders. He was selected his grandson named Aki to lead the family into the future. For his successor, if he could have figure out to be more in store for the family than for or what he has bargained for, and of how this gathers up to this as well. Well, the true thing is, because this is all new for me, for just considered how Sirius Celestial Legend has got to my curiosity of how this is all new for me, because to me, I have wanted to read the manga for the first time, because I thought this manga is very good, because I just wanted to guard it up to this as well. Just like considering how I did with Fushigi Yugi as well, because this is all it has got to me as well. And finally, at last, I have wanted to reread this manga once again as well. Oh, Rurouni Kenshin Volume 27. Well, however, this manga has explained about Kenshin and his comrades discovering the location of Enishi's island, compounding if they could rescue Kaoru from captivity. For the good deal of fighting could be necessary, Wu Heishin, who is Enishi's mysterious second-in-command, meets on them, especially to be located on the beach, to bring his deadly bodyguards, the Sushin, or as in the 4 stars, to serve as a welcoming committee. Yahiko, Sanosuke, Saito, and Aoshi Shinomori gave into combat with Wu Heishin's warriors. How this has gathered up to this as well. As Kenshin Himura prepares himself for his fateful climatic duel between Enishi, one of them has a ferocious fighter. The Sushin are setting up on top as for Kenshin's friends dead in their tracks. However, this manga is almost reached up to almost getting closer to a little calm before the storm type of climatic duel in that one as well, because just considered as well for a good proper way of for a series like Rurouni Kenshin is that this chapters are a lot more different, because I mean, it's almost has something as how this has got to my new thing for this as well. I mean, these are the new characters that are manga only. I mean, it's a lot more different than the anime as well, because this manga has the original story of this whole source material of how this happened in this manga, because I just had this almost led to the final volume as well. Well, so that's pretty much, I have read like 13 manga books total, and Rurouni Kenshin, Blade of the Immortal, Prince of Tennis, Jujutsu Kaisen, Ranma 1/2, Yu Yu Hakusho is one of them, because I just have gathered up for how, when it comes to reading manga like this, because there's a lot of things as well for how I wanted to come by for this as well. When it comes to reading mangas as favorites, such as, for example, like Ranma 1/2, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Rurouni Kenshin, is that the biggest thing is that for a manga reader like myself as well, is that this has led to another level as well, because this is gathered up to how I just want to come by for it to read the original manga as well. Most of the manga chapters that were more different, that were never appeared in the anime, but they were manga only chapters. For example, like some of the volumes as well. Let's take a note for this. Like, for example, like Ranma 1/2 Volume 22, as well as Ranma 1/2 Volume 25, as well as Volume 27 and 26 of Rurouni Kenshin are a lot more different as well. Because the biggest thing, because some of them were never adapted to the anime, or they were never included. Well, some of them that were included in the anime, like if you read Volume 25 of Ranma 1/2, like the Haunted Cave one, that would be in Volume 25 of Ranma 1/2. But that's just besides the point for this as well. Wow, this is the first time I wanted to do another brand new manga reading vlog video that I have never done like this for the past month. And I'm back here once again for a brand new video like this. Despite I haven't been doing that much manga reading vlog videos ever since. I haven't done a manga reading vlog video since November last year, where I have read about a lot of manga books as well, when I was doing a lot of manga reading vlog as well. Well, despite that, my manga reading log on November 2023 was my last one, because I haven't done one before or since. It's gotten to this is where I felt calm in this, that this is a lot very different as well, because despite I have my manga books are packed away in my storage bin, because there's taken up like too much space in there. That's like, I guess you have to call like lack of shelf space, because I had to put some that are packed away. But I keep some manga of what I love the most in general, because but most of my enjoyment are mainly books on heavy metal bands in general. Like, I have some books like Sound of the Beast, The Complete Headbanging History of Heavy Metal, and Louder Than Hell, The Definitive Oral History of Metal books as well. Because I've been reading some books on mostly heavy metal music, and as well as heavy metal bands in general, that's why. Because I've been literally getting into the history on heavy metal bands, that's why. In case you all wondered, if you're new to the channel as well. So, that's going to be it for today's manga reading vlog video for today. Thank you for watching. Click on the subscribe button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new to my channel. Hit the notifications bell button. Be sure to get notified also as well for more latest updates if you missed anything new. And also, smack the like button if you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think of it? What do you like of it? What are your thoughts on this? Just let me know. Be sure to check me out on Analyst or Anime Planet, because I've been moving to tshirtslayer.com and Letterboxd as well, in case you wonder, because I have been enjoying mostly film and cinema in general. That's why. Because I have a thing for, like, how I wanted to come by, how I enjoy film and cinema. And also, I've been enjoying indie animation on web series like from the works of Vivian Medrano, like Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel, in case you all wonder as well. And I'm also transitioning to do some episode review on reviewing episodes of Hell of a Boss, if you're new to the channel also. And I'm also getting into album reviews also, and Battle Jacket updates as well. Ever since I did my most recent album review that I reviewed was Metallica's first album, Kill 'Em All, that's why. So, ta-ta for now for this video, because this is Heavy Metal 95 saying thank you for watching my video, and I'm glad you liked it. Hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Be sure to stay safe and stay healthy, and have a great day. This is Heavy Metal 95 signing off, and thank you for watching my video, and I will see you soon for more videos I got in plan for what's in store for more. Take care, and stay tuned for more surprises that are coming on the way.